Today on Forbes, the 8th-Generation Heir driving big changes at Philippines' oldest conglomerate, Ayala. Mariana Beatriz Zobel de Ayala was a 24-year-old equity analyst working on Wall Street over a decade ago, when she got a call from her father, Jaime Augusto. The chairman of the Philippines' oldest conglomerate, Ayala Corp, nudged his eldest daughter to come home. Mariana recalls, quote, "He hinted at opportunities in the Philippines." However, there was never any pressure, she hastens to add, with the option of returning to New York left on the table. Her sense of duty won out and she quit her job at JP Morgan. She says, quote, "It was the right thing to do." After spending 12 years learning the ropes in various roles across the 191-year-old banking to property group, Mariana, who is 36 years old, was appointed this past March as a managing director at Ayala Corp. She's tasked with sprucing up its vast leasing portfolio of aging malls, office buildings, and hotels, a number of which sprung up after Ayala Corp spun off its expanding real estate division in 1988 and listed Ayala Land 3 years later. At the same time as her elevation, her brother Jaime Alfonso, who is 34 years old, and cousin Jaime Urquijo, who is 37, were named executive directors at the group. With these promotions, Ayala Corp said, the next generation of leaders was in place to drive its future growth. From her top floor office at the 39-story Ayala Triangle Gardens Tower 2 in Makati City, home to Ayala Corp and other Philippine corporate giants such as noodle maker Monday Nissin and telecoms firm PLDT, Mariana tells Forbes Asia, quote, "We're firing on all cylinders in the next few years." The booming financial hub was the family's first real estate development, carved out from vast tracts of agricultural land acquired when the Philippines was still a colony of Spain. As one of the stewards of a storied legacy and with her dad's office just a few doors away from hers, the Harvard and INSEAD grad isn't taking things lightly. She says, quote, "We've seen how the prior generations charted new paths. That's something we hope we can continue to do." While her brother is charged with the group's EV infrastructure and car distribution businesses as CEO of AC Mobility, and cousin Jaime Urquijo targets ESG deliverables as Ayala Corp's Chief Sustainability and Risk Officer, Mariana has her work cut out for her at Ayala Land, the nation's second largest property developer by market cap, at $6.5 billion. Mariana is working with its president and CEO, Ana Margarita Biday, as the group undertakes one of its biggest capital investments to date, $2.5 billion to be spent on expanding Ayala Land's footprint across the country over the next 5 years. Mariana says, quote, "It's not just about our family shareholders, we have public shareholders too. It's a huge responsibility." The master plan includes a $1.5 billion makeover of its retail properties. On the to-do list is refurbishing 8 of its 34 malls and building new ones to add 700,000 square meters of gross leasable area by 2028 to the current 2.2 million square meters. Several Ayala-owned hotels and resorts, operating under homegrown brands Seda Hotels and El Nido Resorts, are also slated for redevelopment alongside plans to seek new global brand partners. And this year will see the launch of Ayala Land's first 2 so-called techno-hubs, purpose-built buildings for science and tech companies. Ayala Land isn't a laggard by any stretch. It posted record revenue in 2024 of 181 billion pesos, up by a fifth from a year earlier. But future-proofing is a key priority, says Benjamin Garcia, head of research at AP Securities in Manila. In particular, reducing its reliance on cyclical residential sales, currently the biggest contributor to the company's top line. Then there are also its deep-pocketed rivals to contend with. For full coverage and to see the Forbes 2025 Philippines' richest list, check out Jonathan Burgos and Ian Saison's piece on forbes.com. This is Kieran Meadows from Forbes. Thanks for tuning in.